Hello guys, welcome back to Catch and Destroy podcast. In this new episode we are talking with my friend Andy from Fishus, Germany. He will explain how to fish on small creeks with lures, mainly targeting perch, trout and chub. Often overlooked, small creeks are really fun to fish with light tackle. You can expect, of course, big fish, but it's not sport you don't have much time off. You have maybe a couple of hours after work and you don't want to drive long. So episode 3 is starting right now. Good evening, Andy. How are you, my friend?
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Thanks.
So, how's everything going in Germany, buddy?
Yeah.
How's the weather? How's fishing?
Weather is shit. Weather is totally shit. It's raining. Can I say shit?
You can say shit.
Okay.
Every time I ask somewhere who's not from Spain, like from the UK or from Germany, weather is awful.
Yeah, but it's yesterday it was snowing, raining, sunshine all together in 2 hours or something.
Snowing in April.
Yeah.
Late April.
It was snowing like in December or something, on Christmas.
Nice.
Yeah, but
nice weather for fishing.
It's about 2 degrees or 3 degrees outside, and yeah, that sucks for fishing. But I hope we'll get better till Saturday. I want to try again on the creek for trout, and yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, creek fishing in small creeks, small rivers. That's the topic for today.
Yeah.
And you're lucky because you have a small creek close to your house, right?
Yeah.
Packed with fish.
I can walk there about 5 minutes and I'm on the water.
Okay, man. I had to drive 1 hour to the closest.
Yeah.
With fish. I can go to a creek here, but it has no
Without
fish.
fish.
With no fish. Maybe I can fish
okay.
a crawfish or something. I don't know, leeches or something else.
No, I'm blessed with that creek, and because it's packed with brown trout, and we got a lot of species there. Also pike and sander, but they are small, and because it's a trout water, but pikes and sander are also in there, and perch, but not the big ones. A big one there is about 30 or 35 is a big one there. But
okay,
yeah.
Sounds like my lake.
Yeah.
So you're lucky, man. It's super cool. Fishing in small creeks is something I like doing too. I've been fishing last weekend, last days, because black bass now is spawning, so we have to respect them during the spawn.
Yeah.
So my game now is going to small rivers, small creeks, try to catch whatever, barbel, trout, chub.
I forgot about that, but
Yeah, chub. Yeah, right.
you know,
I
got a problem.
Like chub.
Chub man.
Yeah, he hates chub for some reason. I don't know why. They are quite.
Yeah. I can tell you why. Smell your fingers after you catch one.
Yeah, but that is the same with carp.
Yeah,
with catfish, they smell like.
But chubs in my Greek are like black, you know. There are too much of them, and they're eating the trout, the small trouts, and yeah.
All right.
Not my kind of fish, but
Yeah, but it's fun.
And the good thing is my creek is 13 kilometers long here. I can fish 13 kilometers of this creek. So I
13.
can walk. Yeah. This is cool. And packed with fish.
Yeah, how wide is it? Like, it's 5 meters? 6 meters? 20 meters?
No. It's mostly, I think, between 3 and 4 meters. Sometimes 5, but that's the biggest.
Wow. But okay, you have to explain how you fish there, because when I think about creeks here, I think about maybe 10 meters.
Yeah,
wide.
But creek is not creek, you know.
Yeah, that's a river.
My creek is the shallowest part. I think it's 10 centimeters, and then it goes up to maximum 2 meters, but only in some deep curves or something. But this
and you have
maximum.
pike there. You have pike there.
I don't know why, but a few. If you catch one a year, it's you're lucky.
Okay. Yeah. They have a lot of food, but they don't have water enough to get big. I think it's like a fish tank or something.
I think they don't want to get big because they're stuck in the shallow waters. I don't know.
I cannot move. I cannot go upstream, not downstream. I'm too fat for this.
Please catch and eat me.
Awesome, man. So, yeah.
And
the thing is, I like this kind of small creeks, small rivers, because you don't have to go like when we go fishing with like 5 rods and 2 big boxes of lures. You can go there with a small backpack, 1 rod, spend like, I don't know, some spare hours after work, and that's it. You have fun.
Yeah.
And that's something most people overlook. Like, okay.
When I was on the boat or something, I got 5 rods with me and everything, and then on the next day I go to the creek, and then I always got in my mind, oh, did I forget something? It's not much, but I have everything. Yeah, 1 rod, a bag, a few lures. I only need 5 lures or something, a net, and that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was thinking the same while I was fishing this weekend. I was fishing with just my vest, like this is our wading vest, with 2 boxes, one with lures, another with hooks and terminal tackle, and I was like, oh, man, I forgot something in my car. I'm sure I forgot something. But everything was with me and was enough for the session. It's really cool, really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, explain a bit about how you fish there. If you fish for trout or you fish for perch, which kind of techniques do you use? You are using obviously not big lures, big baits, nor heavy lures.
Oh, no. Perfect for me. I don't know if we should start with the tackle or let's start with the tackle. When I started fishing there, I started with rods like 1 meter 80 or something, because my thoughts were okay, short creek, short rod, but that's wrong. For me, the perfect length of the rod is 2 meters 10 or something, 2 meters 20, like the FW5. It's my favorite rod for the creek, up to 10 grams. It's perfect for all the small lures, and because of the length is when you have to throw on the other shore side, because of the current, the pressure will put the lure to your direction. And if you got a longer rod, 30 centimeters longer, like the 2 meters 10 or something, you have this space, more time when the lure is in the water. You have more time.
That's weird. You have your tip and the lure is here or something like that. Yeah.
it's
you cannot
too
hook.
fast. And if you have the 2 meters 10, you can throw to the other side of the creek, and then you got more time to retrieve before the lure is on your side again.
All right.
Yeah, it's perfect. 2 meters 10 like this, and that's tackle. Yeah, line 0.8 or 0.10, like 3 to 4 kilo or something. That's enough.
Yeah, it's something else.
And fluorocarbon.
Yeah, because the water there is clear most times.
It's good if it's clear for trout. If it's not clear, Chub's biting anyway.
No, I think about that because of the fluorocarbon.
Yeah, fluorocarbon is. I like to fish it because when the trouts are jumping, it's better to fish with fluorocarbon because the hook easy comes out of the mouth, and with fluorocarbon you got a little bit more stretch.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of sharp rocks in there. It's also better, but not 1 meter 50. I fished there, fluorocarbon.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a small snap so you can change lures quickly. Yeah. And that's it.
My rivers, my creeks here are super clear, so you have to use fluorocarbon, 100%, and you have to go to really thin diameters, and sometimes that's a problem because you can hook a big fish, and then
yeah, you got no rain, right? You got no rain. That's because your
it's
like clear. I don't know.
Yeah, now it's rainy. They say it's going to rain the whole week probably, but for the last 2 years, when you go to the creeks or river, it's crystal clear. Okay, you have some stained water because it's coming like small particles of mud or whatever, but it's crystal clear. You can see the fish from long ago, and they can see you.
They can see you.
You had to hide everywhere.
Okay.
Small tree, and I keep there. Short cast or long cast, but you have to drop the lure with no noise. Otherwise, you are dead. Everything, the spot is burned in 5 minutes. You cast and you better go. You're catching nothing in the whole day.
Here's not like that because there are a lot of people walking around over bridges, and I think the fish, they know people or throwing bread inside the water or something. But
they're more used to people around and
but
more confident.
Yeah. At the beginning of the fishing season here, it's the 1st of April because the closed season for trout is over, and then in this 4 weeks after the 1st of April, I only go for the trout. But after that, if I catch a lot of them, and then I switch to perch because it's kind of cool for me to search them in this creek, It's
so do you prefer perch over trout?
Not really. No, it's completely different kind of fishing. It's completely different.
Okay.
For the perch, more of the Mojo Craw, for example, or something with a stand-up jig head or net head or something.
Okay. But so for
it's
the
a
trout,
completely different.
For the trout might be a bit more power fishing, and for the perch is a bit more slow fishing and different rigs. And
yeah, you have to find them. This is the hard part. Yeah, but the trouts are everywhere, and you only have to catch them. But yeah,
you have to make them bite anyway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but there are different techniques to catch them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
explain them.
Okay, thank you.
Please explain them.
Okay.
Develop your answer.
Yeah. Okay, where to start? Okay, when I go to the water, the first thing is my first cast is against the stream, so that you can fish with the stream, because the trouts are waiting for food to come with the stream. You know what I mean? Was this?
Yeah. Like, wait. This is a trout, and this is the stream.
Yeah,
and
they are waiting
the
for
food
food.
is coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, makes sense.
And when they're active, it doesn't matter what you are casting. But in this case, I always start with the soft shad.
Okay.
With a small jig head, like 2 gram or 3. Really small, and this is the absolute killer color, olive shad. It's perfect.
And this way is enough for the current?
Yeah.
You have a heavy current, or this is okay?
I don't let them sink to the bottom. I kind of twitch it in the middle water, really fast with the stream. So the trouts, they got no time to look at the lure exactly, they just bite, and you can set the hook.
By reaction.
Reaction bites, yeah. This is the first thing, and if no bite is coming in the first 2 casts or 3 casts, I switch and throw with a stream, so I can fish against the current. This means slower fishing, because the lure is working against the current really hard.
It's working by itself. It's like
working by itself, and you can let it stay in the stream, rod tip up, so that it don't go to the bottom, just in the middle water every time. Because remember, I'm fishing in water like 30 centimeters or something.
Yeah.
It's
really,
not like
really shallow water.
Really shallow water, 50 centimeters or something, and now you can twitch it, let it stay, let it work in the current, and waiting just for the bites. When they are active, really cool is with the darting jig and the soft jerk, for example. You can twitch it faster, also with the stream or against the stream, doesn't matter, but it's when they're active.
They're feeding, and they will bite any prey around.
Yeah. And I like to fish there with the single hooks, because it's much more easy to get them out of the fish again, and also out of the net. I hate that. If you're going fishing for 1 hour and then you're struggling with the net for 10 minutes or something.
There are actually some nets for trout. I don't know. They should be available in Germany. I don't know. It's like everything is rubber, like thick rubber, and you never get your treble hooks. I have one in my car. Yes, because I only use that for a small fish.
But you know me too. I can make it. It's
yeah.
I'm the first guy who managed to get this thing fucked up. Yeah.
Okay.
And the soft lures are my first choice to also to search for them. We're only speaking about trouts.
Trout.
Yeah, trout is the target fish now. And the second choice is the Espetit Jerk SK.
The sinking one.
The sinking one. Yeah, this is important for my kind of fishing, because this lure is made for the current. I don't like hard lures when you cast them with the current or with the stream and they don't work. You know. It's like you reel in a piece of wood or something.
This flat profile and this small thing close to the tail.
Yeah.
That's why it make it like really stable in the current and get balance.
For sure, yeah.
Other lures will make like
and also
go like this.
The mimetic colors. More realistic is only the bait fish. No chance.
Which bait fish you have there? Small trout.
Bleak,
minnows, like
bleak minnows, yeah. Small perch, and or this one.
Yeah, this is a minnow, a female minnow. This is my favorite for trout, also for asp. You don't have asp there in the small creek?
No.
All right.
And this one, I like to fish it also with the current. Because it works really good. For sure you have to retrieve faster and twitch faster, but with the rod tip up, so you can control the dip really easy. I fish them in water like 20 centimeters. Just throw out, rod tip up, and then you can control
with the SK, the sinking one.
The SK, the sinking one. Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a little bit different kind of fishing. You have to, I think you need 5 or 10 minutes, and then you got it.
Yeah.
How to fish them, but I love it with this one. 30 centimeters deep water. Throw it out, and then not let it sink. Just retrieve and twitch and rod tip up, so you can control the complete water.
All right.
And next step is with the current. So means you fish against the current. And then the same again, like with the soft shad, you can let it stay in the water, let it work, give him some twitches, slowly retrieve or something. This is for the lazy fish. Yeah, and this is the second option. You can also, it can also be the first option. That depends on how you like to fish, but. Yeah, and then the secret weapon. I found out.
Okay, let's see the secret weapon.
The secret weapon is the small wobbly.
The wobbly.
40 millimeters. 40 millimeters.
I never tried that, actually. I've seen many people using that, and many people catching with it, but it's so easy to use. For me, it's like they say, I don't know. That's why I want to ask. They say, oh, the wobbly is only cast and retrieve, and that's it. So for me, it sounds boring, but maybe it's a bit more than that.
For me, it was really difficult to find out how this lure works, because it's not as easy as you said. The thing is, I explain it now to all the listeners or viewers, and to you.
I need to know. I never used the wobbly, the small wobbly. I used the big one.
But it's just my opinion. But tell me if I'm wrong. But the reason is the eye of the lure here is on top and not in the middle. You see? And if you retrieve it, it goes like this, not like this. And that means if you fish it against the current, the pressure of the current push the lure to the surface, because it's like this, and then the current comes and push it to the surface. And if you don't know that, and you cast this lure and you retrieve like you're normally doing, it's up to the surface, and you fishing like a popper, and you think, hey, what's wrong? What's that? But now the cool thing
and
is
this tip.
Okay. If you got weed beds, let
me check.
Weed bed. If you got the weed bed, you throw it.
Okay, the weed bed.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
you're
okay.
kidding. It's not the first time for I've lost.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
It's
but
okay.
it's okay. Better than nothing. If you got the
Yeah.
wheat bed, you throw out, and then you cannot let it sink in water like 30 centimeters or something, because then you're stuck in the weed immediately. You cast it and then retrieve really slow. And so, wait, you can control how fast you retrieve. You can control in every centimeter how deep you want to go, and can fish exactly really slow. It moves like this, really slow, and you can control it. Retrieve a little faster, and it's like here. Retrieve a little slower, it's like here. You know, depends on how hard the current is, but you can control it in millimeters. How far you want to fish over the weed. And then this is for the lazy fish who's hiding in when the sun is up, you know, and they're hiding in these weed beds. And if you fish like the Shad or something, you're much too fast over this. And this is perfect for the lazy fish who's hiding in these weed beds, you know. And then they see, okay.
That's interesting, man. Because I was using the 60 something 62 millimeters Wobly, but it's really heavy. So the movement is like this, and it's like a spoon. It's like a spoon, like a jig, but the small one is lighter. So I was wondering why. Okay, yeah, but it's not working the same way than the other one. And this explanation is really good, man. I never thought about that. It's cool. It's.
I tested the 62 version in bigger waters, and I know what they're made for. You throw them out, let them sink, retrieve, let them sink again, retrieve. But in the creek, you cannot let them sink. And that's the reason. Cast out, really slow retrieve, and then it works really like this over the weed bed. You can test it where you can see it, you know, and then you can fish it like 1 millimeter over the weed, 2 millimeters over the weed, like you want.
Awesome, man.
And this is what I found out the last 2 weeks.
But
I catch a lot of good trouts
it
on
took
that.
you a lot of time to do this, right? Yeah, but that's fishing. You have to try a lot your lures.
Honestly, my first cast with a wobbly, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Throw it out, and what the fuck is that? Sorry, Isaac.
No, but okay. It depends on.
But then I found this out.
Depends on where you're fishing, I guess. You're fishing in still water. The behavior of the wobbly is completely different, and the way you fish is completely different. So it's good to know that.
For sea trouts or something, or sea bass, you can cast it 100 meters, I think.
No,
and then
not
you can let it sink.
But with the heavier one.
Yeah, not with the 14
But I've seen people fishing in France, like Yulo, the YouTuber. He was using that for perch and the river, but there was not much current and was deeper. So maybe the fishing was different. But this is nice tip for fishing in shallow current creeks. Cool, man. That's what.
And for slow fishing, of course.
Well, that's what this podcast is all about. Learning new stuff. Also me.
Yeah. And the colors are amazing. This
Yamame is a wild card for trout.
A little bit reflecting with the aggressive points. And this is also perfect because you fish over the weeds where the trouts are hiding in, and then they see these orange points and a little bit flashing. Awesome. And also the Ayu one.
They like the Ayu a lot in France, man. I don't know why. It's crazy because the Ayu is a Japanese color, but in France they get freak out because of the aju. For the Espetit, for the Wobly, for everything. Wow, the aju, man. I don't know. I think it's a wild card for fishing everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's a natural color.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, so this is for trout.
Yeah.
And what about Chub? I mean perch.
Yeah, for perch, I don't have the lures with
maybe
me.
I got them. I can maybe I don't know. I don't know which lures you're using, man. we never.
Sounds like you know it.
No,
I know. For me,
we never talk about this.
Of course, they're biting the same lures. Of course, there's no special lures for them, but I love to fish there with a Mojo Craw.
I think I have 1,000 Mojo Craws.
The small one.
Oh yeah.
The small one, of course. The
Wait.
65.
I always have Mojo Craws around, and yeah, that's it. This is more one.
Yeah. And this with a net head or on a skirted jig, and then just searching.
Yeah, this became.
But the chubs are also biting on the.
I never got the chub on this, man. This is something about you. You tried the chub somehow.
Yeah.
I never got. They got chub on the big Espetit. We have chub on the popper and the Wobly, but never on this. I gotta try maybe.
No. You can test it when you're visiting me.
I go to Germany, German trip for fishing chub with Craw. Sounds
yeah.
Wow,
life goals.
life goals. Sounds so exciting. Like, oh, you went to Germany, man. Oh, super big bike and big ass pontoon border. And, no, I was fishing chub in a small creek with the Mojo Craw. You know? Nice, man. Whoa. I want to try that too. And then a lot of people from Spain. Man. And this creek, chub paradise.
Yeah, it's you know, in some magazines or YouTube videos or something, there people always talk about chub. It's very hard to catch them and stuff like this.
I can say it's not that easy. You go for the big ones, of course, like every fish.
Yeah, my biggest one last year I think was 65 centimeters.
It was a nice one. So many people.
Yeah, but I was like this. Hey, go off, please. You know?
Like when I get a sander, it's like, oh fuck it.
Yeah.
No way. I was fishing for something else.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, but sander doesn't smell like chub.
They look nicer. No, like this stupid face, like.
Yeah,
but it's for me. It's fun. You go with really light tackle. Like I was using this thing, the Mojo nymph.
I would test that.
You will catch chub for sure. I don't know, man.
Martin and I, we last year we made a fun competition on the creek. Perch is 1 point, and chub is minus 1 point.
And you go to like.
Sorry, Martin, but I won. I don't know, 3-2 minus or something.
Oh man, sounds really fun, man. If you just want to have some good sport, like a few hours, you can catch almost anything on that creek.
Yeah, and that's what it is, because you know I have not much time. I have to go to the water when I have time, not when the weather is good or something. I have to go when I have time. You know, daily struggle,
kids,
blah, blah, blah.
work.
And then you can go there, kids, work, and then, for example, it's Wednesday, and you said, okay, for 1 hour, just take the rock back from fishers. It's perfect for the creek. One rod.
It's awesome.
A beer or
you can drink beer or whatever, man. You're a grown man.
Or another isotonic refreshing drink.
You are over 18. You can drink beer. Don't worry, man. All right, buddy. So, anything else you want to add? And I think was really interesting how to we learn how to use the wobbly in small creeks. We learn a bit.
And I forgot to. I only talk about what you can, how you can fish against the stream. This is a slow stuff, but with the stream, you can fish it like you want, because you can let it. You have to reel fast because you're fishing with the stream. Otherwise, you get stuck. Like with every lure, with the soft shad, it's the same. You have to retrieve fast or twitch fast, but this is you can do this with wobbly also.
With the rod tip up.
With the rod tip up. The special thing with this is only against the current. Here you can do the special stuff.
All right, man.
No.
So that's it. I think we'll talk about. You're getting your predator fish open this weekend, maybe, or next weekend.
The 15th of May.
You still have three weeks.
We have to wait here in the South Germany. You have to wait the longest.
Okay, man.
And I just wanted to say, please don't cut out my.
All right, man. So I think we will record another podcast when predator fish is open, so you can tell me something about the new lures we have for pike and for sander. Yeah, sander maybe is difficult in your area, but for pike mainly we have some
for
new
pike
stuff
for sure.
coming, and you can tell us your feedback on those and new tips.
Yeah,
and
sure.
New I got Chub on this big bait.
yeah.
All right, buddy. So that's it. We finish here.
All right. Thanks
everyone
me.
for watching. This was a short session, I think. Well, actually not that short, but was fun. As always, if you like that, like, comment, ask anything you want to this handsome guy from Germany. See you in the next episode. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Rock on.